South Korea's first 100% locally developed space rocket, the Nuri, will blast off for its second launch less than 24 hours from now if the weather cooperates and if there are no more technical difficulties like the one that delayed the launch last week. For the latest, we have our Han Seong-woo live on site at the Naro Space Center in Goheung, Jeollanam-do Province. Seong-woo, there was a delay, of course, but we'll finally be seeing liftoff tomorrow.
That's right, Devin. South Korea's first homegrown space rocket, Nuri, is now standing fully upright, proud and tall on its launch pad, just 1 day away from blastoff. And the Korea Aerospace Research Institute has confirmed preparations are moving along smoothly.
For now, we're preparing for the launch with 4 p.m. as our target. When exactly the launch will take place will be finalized and announced after Tuesday afternoon's Launch Management Committee meeting, where safety-related issues and other details will be reviewed.
This morning, it was moved 1.8 kilometers on a carrier vehicle from where it was assembled to where it'll lift off for the second time tomorrow. Last-minute checks and operations are taking place as we speak, and assuming all goes according to plan, the engineers will have Nuri connected to all of its umbilical cables by around 7 p.m. this evening. The cables will link Nuri to its control room and provide the rocket with fuel and oxidizers tomorrow before the launch. Today's developments come after a technical glitch detected 1 day before its previous launch date suspended the $1.8 billion project mid-last week on June 15th.
Right, Seong-woo. So speaking of that delay, the new launch date was set just 2 days after that technical glitch was detected. So how did engineers find it and fix it so quickly?
Well, Devin, the problem was less complicated than initially thought. As we all know, authorities first postponed Nuri's launch indefinitely last Wednesday after detecting an error in the oxidizer level sensor in the rocket's first stage. But the Korea Aerospace Research Institute late that night transported Nuri back to its assembly site from the launch pad for technical inspections the next 2 days and managed to come up with a swift solution.
At first, we thought Nuri's first and second stages would have to be separated to replace the problematic sensor itself, but researchers at the Korea Aerospace Research Institute, after close examination, found the issue could be solved by replacing just one key part that was malfunctioning.
There were widespread concerns at the time that a problem with the sensor itself, not the electric cable or terminal box near it, combined with the monsoon season, could delay the launch to autumn. Luckily for the engineers here on site, replacing the sensor's core and not the sensor itself was enough to do the job, erasing the need for them to disassemble the rocket and allowing the country to launch Nuri within its alternative launch window, which ends this Thursday. That's all I have for now, Devin, but I'll be back with more in a couple of hours. Back to you.
All right, Han Seong-woo reporting there live from the Naro Space Center. Thank you for that.